Oh, hold on. Hello. Okay. Hello. Let me add Hannah in here. Hi. Okay. Hold on. There we go.
Yep, there we
Hi,
go.
Hannah.
Hello there.
How are you?
All right, thank you. Are you?
Good. Let's wait for some people to join.
At least I worked it out.
Huh?
At least I worked it out. I've never used it before.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for some people to get on here. And looks like 4 people are watching right now. Let me pull up the document on my computer so I can read it. Here we go. Well, gonna wait, and I'm gonna wait for some people to hop on here before we start talking, and then we will be talking about. Do you want to tell them what we will be?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about. I've sent the link to CP Life about a pack what I made in the UK where I live. I made a pack for people to leave assessment and treatment units. To anyone who doesn't know what that means, that's a patient
An inpatient facility.
Yeah, that's the one.
A hospital.
A hospital, that's the one.
If you're from America, we call it a hospital.
Yeah, and they you usually get like you get sectioned and you get sent in there, or you usually got a reason that you put in there. Generally, it's not an actual proper reason to be in there, really. That's why I made a pack. And I've got the pack in front of me.
And I'm gonna pull it up today and see. Okay,
so as you
we'll start talking, and you are coming in the middle when we are talking about this. Don't worry about it. I will be uploading it to my YouTube channel and on my social media after we are done talking about it. If you have any questions, me and Heather will do our very best to try and answer them. If I miss your comment, please comment again because I don't want to miss it. But if I end up missing it, please go ahead and comment it again. So basically what we are going to be talking about is how to use the discharge planner and when to use it and all that. And all after we talk about how to use it, I will be putting the document on my website and in the link to the video and stuff like that. So that's
with a link so you can download it. And then you can, and then hopefully, well, I would like to that it's used for the patients who the doctor who the carers are supporting. Well, I do not call them. They don't call them carers, but yeah, I'm gonna call them that.
Parenting or nanny or whatever. And you it for your health too if you're disabled.
Yes, if you're a patient yourself and you want to fill it in, you mean?
Yep, right. And I was gonna say, even if you're not in the hospital, if you're somebody who, and I said this in my post about this life too, even if you are not a patient pregnant in the hospital and you are somebody that we hire somebody to come into your house and take care of you for a long period of time, this document can also help you with that.
With bits of it anyway, not all of it, but there's snippets of it, not all of it, because a lot of it's about self-advocates and it's all very...
Pay, and I popped it up behind me so you might see it as well. Mr. Pay, do you want to explain to them how they can use Mr. Pay?
Yeah. I on the page, what's in
page 1.
Yeah, on page 1. I can't see the top of it.
Sorry. There are 2 on here. So the pages are going to be halfway cut off, but at least you can see half of it.
So you fill in. Actually, in fact, I'm going to have it in front of me. That might help me.
And I can turn my camera around if anybody needs me to as well. I have it on my computer.
Page 1, isn't it?
It is page 1. I mean,
why is it not found it on here?
Oh,
I think I've got one. Oh, is this? You're looking at pay the one with the? I'll turn my camera.
Maybe half of my Discord channel.
I've got where you put a discharge date in.
No, I'm not there yet. I'm here. I'll turn my camera around and show you. Hold on. Hold on, 1 minute left.
Oh.
That page. That page.
That page.
It's page 1 on my book.
Oh, I gave you the whole pile, didn't I? I've got it. I don't know if I've got that one on it.
Alright, well, I can hold it while you talk about it. I'll bet that.
That might be better because I don't think I've got it on this one for some bizarre reason. Don't know
hold
why.
it while you talk about it.
And then you fill in your information in the first box.
Yep, you can put your yourself in it. So if you have
Oh, that's right.
And then you can put your name down here. I definitely recommend you do that because knowing the person I am and being in the hospital is very easy for you to misplace an item. So you want to make sure that your name is on here in case you misplace it.
And to make sure that you put very clear what support when you get to that bit about what support you need, what help you need, and how much you want people to explain things to you.
Right, and we will talk about that when we get that to that point more. But pay 2, let me put it up for you by behind. Hold on, I'm gonna put it behind up. Okay. So, alright. So I know you might hear it very well, so I'll put it out. I'll put it here. So it has, I'll read it to you. Produced with the support of NAF in the local government association and ADA, the association of director hire and services. So we don't need to talk about that. Page number 2.
Does anyone? Sorry,
number 3.
Sorry, Anna. I'm just going to stop you 2 seconds. Does
Yep.
anyone on here want to say do anyone know what an LDA is?
Okay. Does anyone know what an LDA is? If you do, comment down here.
And if you don't, then I'll explain what it means.
I don't see any comments asking me telling me what a LDA is. So if you want to go ahead and explain that,
Right, an LDA is trying to think what it means now. It's a
if you need me to look it up, I will.
Your support. Well, I think it's someone who supports you.
So, in America, we might call it an advocate. So,
Yeah.
somebody who
an advocate is a better saying, actually.
Yeah, but hey, for America, so people know what an advocate is. If you don't know what it is, you can probably know what it is. But an advocate is somebody who can talk on your behalf about anything that is related to your disability. So that could be housing, or where you want to end up in your life, or what support you need on a daily basis.
So say you need a wheelchair, let's say, and you went to wheelchair services and they say, well, I'm sorry, I don't think you need one. Then your advocate would be able to come in a meeting with you and stand on your side to support you to be able to be listened to by that organisation and to be able to get what you want.
Definitely. And also I have a video about the importance of advocacy, and I asked me not to interview an advocate or about that in my YouTube channel. So when I upload this to YouTube, I will be able to put a link to that video down in the description if you would like to check it out. So we can keep going. I will turn the camera around, but I will put this one up. Okay, so now we are on page P of the document. This is anybody who is watching the after it on YouTube and trying to follow along with us. So it says, let me turn it around so people can see it. Okay, it says, this planner help. This planner help you work with people who support you to make plans for leaving the hospital you are in. That in the first bar at the top of the page. The next bar below that you can from the day you go into the hospital or at any time while you are in the hospital. So do you want to take a minute and explain that for anyone who is wondering what, or is there anything to explain that, or not?
Yeah, how if people need any support with filling it in, or they need somebody, or they find it hard to know what to put, then I would put that you had. Well, I would say you would have support with it, but then I'm a bit iffy about putting that. So it depends on the situation, actually.
Right.
Of what you use in the pack for. If it's for a hospital assessment and treatment unit, it could be a bit sticky putting that you got support with it, because then because otherwise they'll say your support talked you into it. Well, they could say that. But if it's a hospital, do you know what I mean? So it depends on what you're using, what section you're using it for.
Right. So I even had the thing before we go on. I want to make sure you might understand what he's saying. It's very important that you do know what you are using it for, and that you have a clear purpose in your mind about what you want to use it for. That way you don't get confused about but I want to use it here and I want to use it there. Pick a point and make sure that you use it for that point. That way you don't get confused. And page number 4, I'm gonna go by that because all it talks about is, I'll put it up for anybody who doesn't see it. But all it talks about is my USB, which I don't have. So I'm gonna go past that. So when you are working on this, you don't have to bother with page number 4.
I know which bit you're looking at now.
Yeah.
The USB stick. Yeah, that's actually got the same on it.
Yep. So
as the book, to be fair.
Yep. And I do not have that. So you might download it directly from my website, and it'll be under Disability Awareness Resources. There will be.
That's all the memory stick is just got the book on, really, to download. But if you download it off the website, it does exactly the same thing. Just means you have to print. Obviously, you have to print it.
Yep. So and that you can't write, then you can if you can't write and you would like to do an online version of this, you can do so by downloading the Adobe Writer program, and that allows you to type in PDF documents directly onto your computer, or if you use the program Moodle. You can also use the Moodle program that's for .hub that will allow you to write directly on a PDF, with how I will be uploading the document. But if you want to print it and you're able to, you can do that as well. So we can go all the way to page 7. Because that's the page that we are. Hi, Matthew, how are you? We have a new person walking. We said, hi, Matthew, how are you? So the next page, like I said, is page number 7, and I will tell you what page number 7 looks like. Hold on, sorry about that. Let me put it right up here, and then let me turn my camera around. So page number 7 looks like that. So it has in this plan there are pages for you to write information about your health. The big path will help you plan ideas and what you want to say. You don't need to fill out this planner all at once. It's a good idea to ask someone to help you, as a member of staff, family, parent, or whatever. And how I'm gonna say it again. for the people that are walking right now, Hera, if you have a male, Hera would be a caretaker. Someone that can take care of you, and I definitely think they had a good idea. Someone to help you. Help it out because they might know a little bit more than you do, and hey, and you have no harm in asking for help ever. Always ask for help when you need it, right, Hannah?
Yep, I totally agree.
Yep. So page number 8. I'll read it and then I'll have Hannah explain it to you later. And so things that I'm good at, things I need help with, what makes me happy, and yeah, do you want to explain what the people might
to put a bit about yourself, so then people know how to help you when you go and see an advocate or your advocate or your social worker or your or a solicitor would know exactly what your needs are, so then they can put together a way of trying to make it, so say you're in an assessment and treatment unit, to make it as easy as possible for you to move into the community without it being too difficult on you, because you might not understand, where they're taking you, why they're moving you, or where you're going,
right,
and stuff like that. So it explains how you need to, sort of like if they're moving you to a house, how do you want to do it? Take your time doing it. You want to go and see the house. You want to go and find out who's supporting you, so you don't feel jumped in the deep end. You feel comfortable talking to your social work. Well, you feel comfortable telling your social worker what you want
right.
from that.
And I think this is important because if you are somebody who maybe has a difficult time, hold on, somebody asked me a question. Matthew, can I help you on what? On Instagram? What are you asking? I don't understand. But I dropped my phone. Hold on. Mom, hold on, my computer. Okay, I don't know anymore. Computer, dial dad. Computer, dial dad. Hold on, guys. 1 minute. Yep. Hey, you're on Instagram. I want what you say, but I dropped my phone. Okay. Right. My dad is coming to help. Look, this is disability and I know.
Oh, I'll read the questions.
Okay, yeah. Can you read?
Where are they?
Huh? What? I'm back. Can you?
Where are the questions, Anna?
They're down. Can you not read the comments?
No, it comes up with 3 different people, but I can't read any of the comments. No, for some bizarre reason.
That's weird. Okay, but I was saying, if you are somebody who maybe is nervous to talk to a person in person because I know I am that way. Writing on down will help the person understand like what you need without having to ask you and make you uncomfortable. Because as a person, I am very uncomfortable, and for some of you, this might be a surprise because I talk to all of you with no problem. But like when I'm talking to a new person, sometimes I'm in the middle terrified that new person will not understand what I need, so this will help them understand who you are a little bit and how to help you and what you don't like and what you do like, so they can best accommodate your needs in the hospital or in general. And this is the pay that I would pay you and you whether you're in the hospital or if you're not in
like a hospital passport.
Yeah.
If anyone knows what a hospital passport is, you can have it at the bottom of the because me and Anna can talk quite well, but there's other people in society who use communication aids and they don't have them connected if they're in the hospital. Sometimes they should do, but they don't. So they have like an information pack at your bottom of your bed called a hospital passport. So, for instance, if you go into A&E and say, I've come with my support, I've come with my your carer says, I've come with this service user, and they've got, let's say, a broken leg, but they can't communicate. The hospital passport tells you about how to explain things to them. If you need a signer, if you need large stuff, if you need help with on the toilet, if you're scared of people touching you, like putting plasters on you, or if you're scared of new people, or if you don't understand what the doctor's telling you.
Yeah.
Because they're talking in jargon. If anyone knows what the word jargon means.
Business
talk, that's what jargon is. A lot of people with disabilities don't understand jargon.
Yeah.
That's why this pack's not in jargon.
What if you need extra time to talk because it takes you a while to be understood or anything like that? Page 9 or on page 9 for anyone that's following along. Let me pull it up so you can see what it looks like. Hold on. Page 9, here we go. Page 9 is what
I think there's some pieces in all this.
Right.
Just muttering to myself, but I think this page is missing out of mine. Don't know why.
Oh well, I have it here. What makes you unhappy? How you like, you know, like what kind of pain, you don't like people touching you or things like that. I put it in the box right here today now. My hometown would not like to know that I think people know what to put there, so I don't think they need to talk about that. But that is really, my bad. Hold on, though.
Yeah, and whatever you put in the pack will stay will play private and confidential to whoever professional is reading it.
Right. So, thing I want to do when I'm in the hospital. I think this is really important because, in my opinion, when you meet a hospital or wherever you may be, sometimes you feel like you don't have any purpose in your life. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they don't have a partner in their life for even a minute. So if you hold it out, I think it'll help you get back on track and be a valued member of society. That way you can wake up every day, go to the page and be like, okay, this is what I'm working toward. This is why I'm here. When I've been out of the time period in my life, I can be part of society again. So, and it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be like, hey, I want to drink water every day when I leave the hospital. Make sure that you don't leave that one blank, because I think that's a very valuable one. Don't you think, Hannah?
Yes, I totally agree with you. It's a very valid point. Yeah.
Yeah. And and this part right here on page number 10, the date that you meet the hospital could be a very valuable one too, if you are using a hospital for the same reason. It can help you look forward to the day that you're out of there. Okay. And then I'm gonna let you explain this one because I don't know the wording on my word name. If that a UK term.
Oh, what? Are you looking at the one my word?
My word name?
I don't know, word name.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. You know.
I don't actually.
You don't know? Okay. We'll go past that. How I think the vocabulary down here is definitely something I want to talk about. So my construction would be the doctor that is taking care of you. So make sure you put your primary care doctor's name right down here. My case manager. A case manager would be somebody that helps me here in America and help me the same thing in the UK or not. But at least in America, a case manager is someone that helps you with all the accommodations that you need, like if you need transportation.
A case manager is a social worker,
Oh, is that what? Okay. So,
isn't it? Well, that's what I think it is.
if you're in the UK, it might mean so, but if you're in America, it's somebody who helps you with all your accommodations and transportation and anything that you might need. So if you have a government animal, put them down at the bottom of page 10. And if you're from the UK, we think it means social worker in the UK. My home area health coordinator, so anybody who coordinates your hair. Right kind of down on the one.
Or your case manager, yeah, like I said, could be a social worker, or or it could be the manager of the home, like
Right.
your house, like house manager sort of.
Right. How my
Case manager.
Yeah. My advocate and I already talked about what an advocate does. So yep, we're not gonna go over that. And then the next one is my family have how many who in your family who is your primary caretaker. Who I remember my primary caretaker in my family would be my mom. So I would put her name down. What in the
So
morning?
that's who they would contact,
Right.
or that's who would be what class is your next of kin as such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my name, I don't like, personally, I don't like the whole caretaker and nurse, but anybody who is going to be taking care of you out of the hospital, I would put here. Now, some people do have nursing company, but I don't like the word nurse. Do you, Hannah?
No, I don't really like that word. No.
No, it's kind of iffy. It kind of portray a hopeless human being, and we're not hopeless. So if you like the word nurse, use it. But if you don't like the word nurse, that's okay, because neither do me and Hannah. And that you're in a hospital setting. Okay.
Yeah, it's because this pack was made for a lot of professionals and
Right.
other people who work with people with disabilities. That's why there's a lot of words in there.
Right. And if you're somebody who would like to, when you're writing it, maybe you can put, when you're filling it out, you can also take a pencil and put like interesting character if that makes you feel better. That's what I would do, if you're not using it in a heading. And then this is really important too.
Inpatient setting, yeah.
Yeah, I said I would like my family parents to be involved with my dental plan. So basically, if you don't know what that means, like, would you like your family to be involved when writing the
In your decisions, in what you decide to do, so then they can't say. So then, if you can't fully communicate, it covers them from walking over you and saying, "Well, I'm sorry, you're 20. You've got the right to make your own decision. It's not up to your parents." So if you put in that you want your parents to support you, then it means that your parent, if you can't communicate, would be able to talk on your behalf, or your advocate, to be able to get what you need and know you better than what the hospital do or what the assessment and treatment unit do.
So make sure that this is really important. If anything is more important on page 11, this is the most important part to fill out. Has to be if you're in a hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then we're now moving on to page 12. Page 12 says, don't forget where you met and who you met with. Also depend on things like what places are available for, and if there are any rules about where you met when you leave the hospital. So this is also important for anybody who's not in the hospital too. Like, if you're using it, I would use it if I was planning to live on my own. I would use it too. Like, if I wanted to let them know where I want to live, who with, where. And this is really important because you don't want to end up with somebody you hate.
Yeah, because there's no point in that then.
Yeah, you don't want to end up with somebody you hate, or somebody who's mean, or somebody who doesn't know how to tell you, or anything like that. So this page is really quite important. I want to be near my family. Yeah, another new what kind of
Yeah, so you're
support?
not put like 100 miles away from your family, because a lot of people, when they go into assessment and treatment units, are put miles and miles and miles away from family, and they're not allowed to see the family,
Right.
or the families have to travel miles and miles to see them.
Yeah, and
That happens a lot, actually.
Yeah, and who wants to do that? I know
because it's cheaper for them to move people out a long way from their home.
Yeah, and I think that's important because I would hate me personally would hate for not being with my family, and that another reason this document is so helpful and so important, because oftentimes when you're put in situations, when you're put in situations, you really have to. There, I put it up on the little thing. Hold on. But I think it's really important that this document is filled out, because oftentimes when you are put in a hospital, there are so many people that they have to take care of that it's hard to devote their attention to one person. Wouldn't you agree, Hannah?
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. How many he's commenting about the red hole, and I don't know why.
I still can't see the messages. I don't know what. I can't see the message. I can only see 3 people on here.
Well, it's a good thing that you keep commenting random emoji that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I don't really know why. Okay, what kind of support do you need? Now, this is really, I would attach another piece of paper to it. Because there are way more. This box is too tiny to write everything that you need in it. Wouldn't you agree, Kenneth?
Yes, it is a very small box.
So if you have more things, and I know, and I heard that Kenneth can tell you the same thing, when you have a disability, there are a boatload of assistance that you need.
Yes,
So,
correct.
so make sure you have another piece of paper available, and that you can write down, like, if you need to mow the bath, if you need help mowing the bathroom, or getting up and down, or what else can they put in there, Hannah?
What medication? Oh no, that's in a different section. Medication.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, that's how you do that. And then extra support to settle in. So if you get home, maybe you need help when you get home. Which is important to put down. The hospital may not send somebody if you do not answer the questions. Support to visit my family. So this is I'm gonna film this is my transportation support right here, right, Hannah?
Yep. You put your information of what you yes or no to the answer.
Right.
What it asks you above.
And everything important, I will you, I would put yeah on that because it never hurt, it ever hurt.
And then you covered.
Yep, and then another, if you in it now, because I know and the able person it is very hard to know if you are telling people the right stuff. So if you automatically have an advocate, you could you would not have to worry about like, oh my God, did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Did I fill out the paperwork wrong? You would automatically be covered. So if you're able to, I would put yeah on that section. How to learn like so. So this would be like OTPT and all the therapy that Hannah and I talked about previously in our interview. If you haven't seen that, head on over to YouTube after this and know more that.
Yeah, and it is really good.
Yeah, one of my favorite videos I have ever made. So make sure you know and more that. How to make films. I'm not really sure what this means, but do you know what that means?
I can't read it fully from here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Help to make friends.
Yeah.
If you find it hard to socialize, or you need, or you're really shy.
Yep. So
That's what I would have said anyway.
maybe if you want help going out to community events to meet new people, you can put yeah to that. Health support survey. I would assume that means meditation and stuff like that. So yeah, we know if you need that. And then support with making decisions. This is really important because if you need somebody to make decisions or help you make decisions, you want to make sure that you put that down. Because
Yeah, like I mentioned above, that if your son or daughter or your friend or whoever's using the pack or whoever would like to use the pack,
or you,
yes, would need would want to put that. Otherwise, the people don't know how you communicate if you use PECs, Moon. If anyone's heard of Moon, or British Sign Language, or Makaton,
or American Sign Language.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and also you don't want to not put this because if something were to happen, you may not have the ability to ask for somebody to ask your mom or dad to help because they might look at this document and be like, well, you didn't want to help me in the and then you wouldn't have the ability to make to ask for help, and that would be bad because if you had to make a life or death decision and didn't have the ability to ask others for help, that could potentially put you in harm's way. So make sure you put yes or no, but if you're absolutely positive that you don't need help, then you can put no. Support the community. I kind of already covered that. Do you want to add more to that or
No,
not?
I think it's covered that one.
Yeah.
What's supporting the community, because we've already said, what help you need.
Yeah.
From
Yeah. Any other support? So I would assume that you can put any, that you need that the path doesn't cover in this path right here. I can't see anything on the top of my head right now, but okay, and then and I talked about this on my YouTube channel before. Having a support system, is really, really important. I know that Dennis and I talk about, when we're not working together, we actually talk about, and that really helps the both of us. So if you have
right,
if you have support system, make sure you put them down, because talking to people is a wonderful opportunity to make sure that your ideas are heard and make sure you're making the right
and if you
decision.
don't, and talking to people helps you to be able to resolve worries, concerns.
Yep, all that. How make sure you put somebody in the car. What things can I do to make things better? I would put down all your coping mechanisms. So me, when I'm having a bad day, I would turn on music, put on my headphones, maybe talk to some of my friends, all that. What do you do to make things better?
If I'm having a bad day, I'll ring my dad or
Uh,
one of my friends to moan and whinge at them, just to get it off my chest, just because it helps me, really.
yeah, so make sure you put things that help you in the car, and then what can other people do to help me? This is another valuable box. So maybe having somebody to talk to, or maybe you might want to walk, or maybe, I don't know, anything that you would like.
Walking's really good if you're having a bad day. You have to make sure depending where you live, obviously.
Yeah,
There's some places I wouldn't. But walking's supposed to be quite good to think over things, to mull over,
right.
and to settle yourself down if you're angry.
Yeah. Okay. So 17, please. 17. He will help you see the progress that is being made in meetings. Take your time to plan your meeting and make sure your opinions are included. So, like I talked about in the interview that we did, I would assume this is like an IEP. So make sure that you fill this out so that you are all on the same page when you are meeting. Right, Hannah?
Yep, exactly.
Yep. So I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I'm gonna over that all personal information, and this is no, this is a place for any additional note that you may want to write out. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this live stream, and I really enjoyed talking to you guys and walking you through this process. If you have any
any other ideas of things you would like me and Anna to work on connected to what we've just discussed?
Yeah.
Or anything in the interview we did, what you're confused with, or you think would be good to recover over to do more about, like if you go to YouTube and you watch it, we added a thing about mainstream schools and special schools.
Yeah, if you would like a more in-depth video on that, please let us know. And if you have more about the document, also let us know. I'm sorry it was all over the place. We tried to make you a broad overview. We did not want to go into too much detail because you can go on my website and read it for yourself. But I wanted to come on here and make sure that you might kind of had an idea before filling it out. And I thought Hannah would be the person to do it with. So I hope you guys found useful. If you did, I don't know if you can like this or not, but if you can, go ahead and do it and comment below. Anything else you would like to add, Hannah, before we end?
No, I just hope that what me and Anna have said has been useful.
Yep.
Or
Me
if you've
too.
got or if there's any ways you think it should be made better or easier.
Yeah, definitely let us know, because I don't know if I would have the ability to make it better, but maybe Hannah would be able to talk to somebody. Or if you want to comment down below how you would use this planner, that way for anybody who is reading the comments, they might have an idea about
or if there's anything what you don't know how to answer, you need more support, then let me know and I can put you in contact with the right person who would be able to help you with that and answer that information for you.
Right.
In a legal way, or
Yep.
you want some details for an actual self-advocate in your country and in your local area, then just let me or Anna know, and I'll write down your local advocates.
Yep. So I'm gonna end this because it's telling me we only have 1 minute remaining. But yeah. So anyway, thank you, Hannah, for doing this workshop with me, and thank you to everybody who hopped on here and watched it. And like I said, it'll be uploaded to my YouTube later on for anybody who missed it or wants to go and rewatch it when they use the planner, and the planner will be available on my website. Bye bye. Bye, Hannah.
Bye.